Good afternoon, guys. Victor here. I'm with Brookie.
Hey guys, what's going on?
This is my girlfriend right here. We're on the family boat. We got Brook's dad right behind us. Hello. And so we're out here for a quick afternoon trip. We're gonna try to get on some ballyhoo, net some ballyhoo, catch some blue runners, head offshore into the deep blue, try to get on some kingfish. Frankly, whatever bites. Gonna be a good time. Stick around. All right, guys, this is gonna be the very first throw of the day. Brian's gonna throw the net. This is Brook's dad right here. We got an 8-foot net. We got a chum sled going with chum in the water. We're gonna try to net some ballyhoo. You got 2. So yeah, we just put the chum in the water and it's gonna take a while. The ballyhoo like to come in and they like to feed in the chum, and the more you feed them, the more comfortable they get, the more they come closer to the boat, and that's why we only got 2. So we just started throwing the net. Oh, you got him good that time. I see him shining in there. This is it right here. This is gonna be our live bait of choice. A nice, freshly caught live ballyhoo. There you go. One of them just got freed. Oh, look at this guy. He's got half a tail. That means something's already bit him before. All right, guys, so we just pulled up to this giant buoy over here right outside the inlet where a lot of bait fish such as blue runners like to hide. So we're gonna go ahead, these little white jigs on the rods, try to jig some up, put them in the live well, and head offshore. There's something. Feeling like a blue runner. And it's a blue runner. Perfect, exactly what we want. We want these guys for bait. Last trip out, we caught a nice sized kingfish on one. We got smoked by a lot of stuff, lost a sailfish on one. Big barracuda on one. Very hardy, easy to get bait. Plentiful offshore, and offshore fish love them. Since they're so small, you got a little white jig. It's called a crappie jig, and it resembles a little minnow, sardine, whatever it may be. Very inexpensive and very good for catching bait and just to have offshore. I like to work it is kind of just pop it. Oh, there's one. Perfect, yeah, perfect size one too. These are like the best sized ones. There we go. Not too little and not too big. Looks like Brook's got one, yeah? Oh, look at the triggerfish. There's a triggerfish right there eating our chum right out of the bag with the hat on. There's 2 triggerfish sticking their heads inside the chum bag. We actually just did a catch and cook on an ocean tally recently, which is a type of triggerfish, but these are the gray triggerfish. And they don't get as big as the ocean tallies. Get all those triggers. So we just set up our drift. We are in 130 feet of water. We got a wide array of stuff going out. I'm gonna put a blue runner out on this rod. Brian's sending a live ballyhoo down on the bottom. We're gonna have some lines on top, some ballyhoo on top, some ballyhoo on bottom. Brookie's gonna be jigging. Isn't that your favorite thing to do?
That's my favorite thing to do.
So let's get on it. The conventional rod right here, the Avid LX. On the Conley. We need one of these down here. There we go. We're gonna do one in the nose and put our trailer hook, line it up right behind. Nice and streamlined. Got that stinger hook right there. Come over here, swing him out, and then once he gets going, he'll go. The more lines you have out, that's more opportunities to catch something. It's all about maximizing your opportunity. All right, you little ballyhoo, let's get you out there. You gotta be pretty fragile with these guys, or pretty gentle, because they don't stay alive very well. In a live well, on your hook, you gotta change them pretty often, but fish do like them dead. That's one thing that they do eat very well, is dead ballyhoo. It looks like Brian's got something good, doesn't it? Oh, you're in this line, that's what it is. I'm gonna flip it. Go ahead. There we go, there's, oh, I just got eaten too, on the way down. Kingfish in the boat, on mono too. This one right here. There's something. It was on a whole live ballyhoo on bottom. I wonder what it's gonna be. There we go. Yeah, this has got to be a king. It's coming up fast. Oh, right there.
Oh, a king just jumped out with it.
On this?
Grab it. Here, give me this. Give me this.
Was it on this?
Oh no, the front rod, front rod. Put that down. The king skied on it. I saw it. It was sick.
There we go. Damn, he decided to swim all the way over here. Huh? Woo! He's right here.
1%, awesome. You want me to flip him or you want me to gaff him?
No, you could gaff him.
Okay, well I need to put this down. I can't do that. About the stuff again?
Good. Good job, Brooke. Decent king. We got a king. Well, we got another king. Straight into the core we go.
Right in the belly.
That's a smoker size. I just got a good bite, Brian. That's a fish. That's a good fish. He's digging. Alright guys, live ballyhoo on bottom. Brooke said, get ready for the snapper, and I think that's what it is.
Yeah guys, look at the bottom we got going on here. I said watch, we're going over a school of snapper, get ready.
What is it? Oh, it's long, isn't it?
Is it a shark?
Is it a shark?
Kind of swimming
sharky.
sharky.
It looks like a shark. You gotta be aggressive with these things, otherwise you'll get bit. So we're gonna let this guy go. In you go, buddy. So I've decided to combine yesterday's video, which was the kingfish stuff, with today's video, which was all the sailfish stuff. And then today's catch and cook, guys, is a really special treat because I got a brand new toy from a company that I'm very excited to work with. We're gonna be grilling, we're gonna be smoking a lot of stuff in the near future. So stick around because it's gonna be a really good catch and cook.
There you go. There you go.
Whoa.
You got him.
What the heck is that, Brooke?
I triggerfish when you saw that.
Damn, that thing looks dense, doesn't it? That is not a triggerfish. No way that's a triggerfish. Maybe it's... Oh! Ah!
Crazy back there.
Oh! What do we got, double sails?
I don't know what I got. You're under me.
Oh, so you don't have a
What do
sail?
I have? What's your stuff?
Mahi?
What is that? I have a sail too?
I don't know, you
Or
might
no,
have...
that's another sail. Chasing
Oh.
a ballyhoo. A freaking sail eating a ballyhoo right there. Do you
No
see that?
way.
We're in a school sails.
Huh?
Yeah, reel in, please.
Look at this, guys. Woo!
What did you just say? Oh my god!
Oh, we got two sails. We got double sails.
Oh,
This is a school of sails.
Heck yeah. Okay, I guess that's my sail over there.
That was
Brick is hooked up.
that was another one eating free swimming ballyhoo though. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Guys, double hook up the sails. Let's see it, babe.
And you thought it was a trigger fish.
Check it out, guys.
Look at that jumping.
All right, guys, just changed the battery on the GoPro. We got Brookie hooked up to a sail on the spinner. You doing all right?
I'm doing good.
And then I'm gonna get back to the rod. I just wanted to put a new battery in, and Brian was holding the rod for me. All right, guys. Oh yeah, we got a ton of seaweed on here, which is not that good. Here, let's see if Brian can try to get it off. Good? All right, thank you, Brian. Conley rods are doing work today. Definitely the biggest thing out here. Sailfish, pound for pound, bite very hard, put on a show. I think, he looked like he was going to jump. He came straight up.
This is nice,
Oh, did a little flop. Jump for us. We got a little bill action going. Whoa. There we go. Woo.
Get close together here.
Here, Dad, take this.
Am I over you? My sail's right over.
You're over. Oh, I'm wrapped in your tail.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Okay. I thought that was it.
What a
Oh
beautiful
my gosh.
fish. These fish were definitely together in the school. Here, I'm gonna try to keep mine out so you guys can deal with that one first. Because I can just put mine in the rod holder. Woo! Look at that. 2 jumps. Or a
Here, Vic,
smaller
go to
one.
the front of the boat. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
You got him good?
Yeah. Towards that rod. Okay, go. Let him go.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. baby.
Awesome.
Woo.
Awesome job, Brooke. All right. Just released Brooke's sail, a nice healthy one, and a really big thing is to revive them. She held it in the water as we have the boat in gear, and that way the water rushes past their gills. Got a beautiful catch and release on hers. Now we're backing down on this one. This one's a little bit bigger, and yeah, I'm stoked. First sails we've gotten all year, isn't it?
Yep, that's fine. Oh, yours is bigger than mine.
Beautiful fish.
Yeah, yours is bigger than mine.
Yeah, careful. All right.
There we go.
You got him?
Yeah.
Okay. This is how we revive them.
Yours is ready to go already, man.
Look at that beautiful sail, all lit up. Oh, I love it. You see all those spots on the sail? So sick.
Here's Victor's to the boat.
Real important to take the extra time and to revive them. One hand on the bill, and we're just rushing water past its gills because these fish exert a lot of energy, you know? See his tail kicking like that? And when you fight them for a long time, they get darker. We want to make sure these fish swim off good when we release them.
Vic, look up. Cool.
Off you go, buddy.
There we go.
There we go. Nice 2 healthy releases. Good job, guys. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, good job.
Okay, guys, so we got a kingfish right there, and we got this zero mackerel, and then a smaller king right here. And like I told you guys earlier in the video on the boat, I'm really excited because I'd like to announce that I'm going to partner up with a company called Traeger Grills. They make really badass grills that I'm so excited to use because I've been looking for a smoker for a while. And what we caught over the weekend is perfect to use it for. Got a kingfish, another kingfish, a zero. We're gonna go ahead and fillet these guys up, and then I'm gonna show you on how to make a really good kingfish dip. And make our first cut right here by the pec fin from the belly to the head, right, just like so. And we're gonna go all the way down. Follow our knife along our backbone. We got one nice kingfish fillet for our smoker. We're gonna flip them around. So normally when we fillet a fish, whatever it may be, when you take the sides off, especially something like a kingfish, normally we would remove the bones down here in the middle as well as around the bloodline, because you guys can't see because the skin's covering it right now. But on the other side of this, of the fillet, it's a really, really dark, fishy type flavored meat, but you actually want that for smoked fish dip. It gives it a really nice flavor. And these bones, when you smoke them, the meat will just fall apart. So you don't get that waste along the bloodline. You can just pull it all apart. And another thing is a lot of times we would take the skin off of a kingfish. You can eat it with the skin on, but when you go to smoke something, the flavor of the skin is really, really good. And if you don't like the skin, it actually peels apart really easily when you smoke it as well. The flesh of the fish and the skin will separate very easily along with the bone. So we're gonna go ahead and leave this on. So all we got left to do is, I gotta make sure when you smoke something, you want the thickness of your meat, as with any type of cooking, to be around the same size. So I'm probably gonna do thirds for this. We got about 1 inch thick sections of our kingfish fillets. You see what I mean? You try to really make sure that they're all around the same size so they cook evenly. These guys are gonna get bagged up, and then we're gonna put them in a brine before they go in the smoker. All right, guys, welcome to the kitchen. So the first thing we're gonna do with our kingfish and our zero mackerel fillets is create a brine. So the purpose of our brine is not only to preserve our fish, because salt is a natural disinfectant, but as well as add flavor and moisture to our fish, so that way during the smoking process, you know, you are essentially drying the fish, but you also want it to be nice and moist on the inside, and that's one of the main things of the brine. So for our brine, we're doing salt. I did sea salt, dark brown sugar, garlic powder, and of course water. So the fillet that you guys are seeing me put in right now is the zero mackerel, and the fillet that you guys see right now is the kingfish. A lot of people would confuse the kingfish for Spanish mackerel because of the spots, but it is actually a juvenile kingfish, which do tend to have spots. So what I did is I went ahead and I added all of my fillets into the brine, left it in the fridge for around 24 hours. And after the 24 hours, I took them out. I'm patting them dry with a paper towel. That way our outside, or the flesh side of the fish, as well as the skin, develops a really nice crispy layer. So Traeger also sent me this fin and feather rub. I was actually gonna season them myself with some garlic and paprika, but this stuff looked just as good, so I went ahead and tossed this stuff on. Alright guys, the Kingfish is seasoned up, the Sierra mackerel seasoned up. We got the Traeger on, it's fired up, it's smoking, and I am beyond stoked to finally get to use this thing. So let's see what this bad boy can do. So the fish is on the grill, and smoked fish does take a while. It is a couple of hours, so in the meantime we can prep up some veggies that are going to go into our fish dip. Starting with onions. I did 2 onions and I diced them pretty fine because just like with any other dip, you don't really want to be eating giant chunks of something. And then as well as some celery, and the same thing goes for the celery. Pretty finely diced for the celery. After about 2 hours of smoking, went outside, checked on the internal temperature of the fish, which is the temperature that really matters. You want to bring it up to around 150 degrees for smoked fish. That's what it looks like on the grill. It was only at about 100 degrees, so I had probably an hour left to go, which it did take around 3 hours total time of cooking it at around 200 degrees Fahrenheit for the thickness of my fillets. Now, I like a little heat in my fish dip, so I went ahead and cut up some jalapeno, some radishes as you guys see right here for garnish as well as to dip in, and then some parsley for garnish. So as you guys see, this is the fish coming off, and like I said earlier, that skin slides right off. Some of the skin pieces made it off the grill, some of them didn't, but I didn't coat my grill grate with any PAM or any type of oil or anything, so that's probably why it's stuck. Coming back to the topic of bones, almost all of the bones just disintegrated into the fish itself. Some of them you could pull apart, the bigger ones, but most of the bones, they get really soft and fragile and you end up mixing it in with your dip. So now you got all this fish, you gotta mix it up, and the easiest way to do it is actually with your hands. It's messy, but it is definitely the most efficient way. So for our wet ingredients of our dip, you could use all sorts of stuff. Sour cream, mayonnaise, cream cheese, Greek yogurt. I went ahead and did some mayonnaise, sour cream, as well as cream cheese, kind of a trifecta. And I did around a cup of each at first, and then I kind of just added as needed. The consistency of your dip is all personal preference. I went ahead and added some peppercorns as well. So what I like to do as far as the consistency and texture of the dip is have it fluffy enough to where you can dip a cracker into it and your cracker is not going to break. I say that's a good rule to go by. So there we go ahead and add our celery, our onion, and our jalapeno. Alright guys, there's the final product. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think that the fish dip came out awesome, the presentation, everything. The grill was badass. I am so excited to use it in the future. Not only does it smoke, but you can grill stuff with it. It gives it a completely different flavor than I'm used to with the wood pellets. And I'm just very excited with how this video came out. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be seeing all you guys, my land sharks, in that next video. Do you feel the